Welcome. Today we explore the cartography of thought. Drawing on the profound epistemological frameworks of Gilles Deleuze and Félix Guattari, we will map the complex boundaries between science, philosophy, and our broader understanding of human existence. We often assume a sharp divide between science and philosophy, but this is an illusion. Science operates in the realm of the empirical, focusing on positive, measurable data within specific limits. Philosophy, by contrast, is meta-reflective, operating without presuppositions to navigate the non-positive. They are not opposing truths, but two distinct ways to navigate the extremes of human thinking. At the macro level, we face a fundamental divide: thinking the finite versus thinking the infinite. Science thinks the finite, isolating variables to measure reality through experimentation. Philosophy thinks the infinite, transcending empirical constraints to contemplate the totality of existence and the meaning of events that lie beyond simple measurement. To clarify this, consider this epistemological matrix. Science serves as the player, producing events within a field, whereas philosophy serves as the judge, evaluating their value. While science chases accuracy through data, philosophy strives for rigor through synthetic holism, evaluating truth itself. Science is a positive inquiry that acts as a player on a bounded empirical field. Its power is derived from gathering data to identify patterns, offering unmatched objectivity. However, it is fundamentally constrained; it cannot escape the framework defined by its own experimental conditions. Philosophy operates as the judge from a meta layer. Rather than producing events, it interprets the ones that have already occurred. This acknowledges that truth often exceeds proof, as shown by Gödel's incompleteness theorems, allowing philosophy to evaluate science, art, and morality while opening new horizons of inquiry. Approaching the infinite requires two different models. Science relies on infinite division, the endless mathematical partitioning of reality into infinitesimals. Philosophy, however, contemplates completed infinity, an indivisible whole that transcends the process of partition entirely, representing the infinite as a singular, non-divisible state. Quantification necessitates closed systems, yet no system is ever truly closed. As Daniel W. Smith notes, science captures the coordinates, but it often fails to grasp the movement of transition. Philosophy is the tool that captures the whole transformation, looking at the evolution of the system rather than just its static points. Accuracy and rigor act as a self-propelling engine. Analytic reductionism in science provides concrete discoveries that demand new philosophical interpretation. In turn, philosophy's synthetic holism provides universal frameworks that stimulate further scientific advancement. It is a continuous, interconnected loop. If we zoom in, a secondary divide emerges within science itself: the distinction between majoritarian and minoritarian thought. This isn't about finite versus infinite; it is a shift from molarity, the stable and modern, to molecularity, the fluid and postmodern. This matrix illustrates the two paths of empirical inquiry. Majoritarian science focuses on molar systems and fixed relations. Minoritarian, or nomad, science embraces molecular systems, fluid relations, and the probabilistic tendencies that define our postmodern era. Majoritarian science relies on deterministic laws. Its goal is to describe and predict the world through formalization. By concentrating on constant, unchanging relations among predefined variables, it creates a highly reliable framework focused on necessity and precise quantities. Conversely, minoritarian science captures continuous variation. It prioritizes degree and tendency over static quantities. This approach is essential for a postmodern framework, allowing us to navigate complexity, fuzzy theory, and systems that are perpetually in flux. The historical drift of science is clearly moving toward the minoritarian. From the rigid laws of Newtonian mechanics to the probabilities of quantum mechanics, scientific observation has increasingly shed its reliance on absolute necessity, embracing complexity and continuous variation as the true nature of reality. In summary, our landscape of thought is a tripartite structure. Philosophy addresses the infinite, minoritarian science handles the molecular and continuous, and majoritarian science masters the molar and finite. Together, they allow us to bridge the gap between empirical discovery and the limitless horizons of meaning.